Hi everyone and welcome. So previously we have covered that Uni-Directional Modbus TCP-IP to MQTT Publisher using JavaScript for single Modbus TCP-IP device. Okay, that was the legacy code, that was the minimal code. Okay, and it is only supporting few register. You cannot add more register, and you can't convert row payload to JSON and JSON to row payload frequently. So we have updated that code. Okay, and we are going to cover the new code in this video. So this is basically the same working principle, unidirectional Modbus TCP/IP to MQTT Publisher using JavaScript, and this code will support row and JSON, both of the payload. And if you want to purchase this project, then you can visit our Buy Me Coffee shop and you can purchase this project. Okay, so this is available here, and I have updated this project today. Okay, 30th September 2025. And if you visit our Buy Me Coffee shop, okay, and if you navigate to JavaScript plus Modbus section, then you will find the product here, Unidirectional Modbus TCP to MQTT Publisher using JavaScript. Okay, it will support row and JSON, both the payload. And you can also directly navigate to this product page using this link. Now let's see. So here is our project. Okay, Unidirectional Modbus TCP to MQTT Publisher for single device, and here is our entire project file. Now first of all, we will open the terminal here. Okay, and we will run npm install to install the necessary library. Okay, we have installed all the necessary library for this project. Now I will open this entire project folder in the VS Code, and here you can see the project files. So this node module folder is the library folder. Here is the config.json for configuration. Here is the index.js, which is our main JavaScript file, and here is the readme file for this project detail, that how to work with this project, how you can edit the config file, and how you can change from row payload to JSON payload. Okay, so first let's understand the config file. So here in the config file, I have provided the name, location, and the description, so you can update this as per your requirement. Now here you can see Modbus TCP device connection detail, IP address, port number, slave ID, what is the update interval, and what is the reconnection parameter if connection drops in the runtime. Then after, here is the register details. So we want to publish holding register data with starting address 0 and ending address 2. Here is the tag name, and this block is enable. So we want to publish this 3 holding register with this name to my MQTT broker, and any of our MQTT client can read this data. So if we are going to use the row payload, then this will be the topic name. Okay, and this section is enable, so that's why we have set the flag true. Now the second section, again we are going to read the holding register data, but instead of 0 to 2, we are going to read the data from 5 to 7. Okay, so that's why we have updated the tag name. This section is also true, so we have set the flag true. Now here, instead of holding register, we also want to publish Modbus TCP device input register data to MQTT broker. So that's why we have added this input register block here, starting address 0, ending address 2, and here is the tag name. Okay, so you can add multiple blocks here for input register, holding register, coil, or discrete input status. You can set up your tag name, okay, as per your requirement, that whatever is your tag, power, current, flow, pressure, temperature, anything. Okay, and you can disable, enable that section as per your requirement. You can choose the start address and end address, and based on the number of total register, you have to provide the tag name here. Then after, the last section is for the MQTT broker. So you have to provide your MQTT broker IP address, port number, username and password if it is any. Okay, if it is a secure, okay, then you have to provide the CF file, what is the base topic in which your data will be published, okay, and what's the reconnect interval and everything. And then after, what is the payload format, it's a row payload or JSON payload that you have to define here. Now first we will start with the row payload. So that's why I have converted this into the row payload. We will save this config file using Ctrl S. Everything is saved. Now what I'll do is I'll open my Modbus slave software to simulate Modbus TCP device. So I will load this HR and IR input register and holding register simulator file. I will click on connect, and here we will select Modbus TCP-IP, and as mentioned here, this is the IP address and this is the port number and this is the slave ID. So I'll press OK, and here you can see slave ID is 1, this is function code 3 for the holding register, this is function code 4 for the input register, and here you can see few of the values are simulating in both of the file. Now I will open MQTT Explorer to connect with my MQTT broker, which is Mosquito MQTT broker, okay, which is installed in my local system. And as per this config file, here you can see the IP address is 127.0.0.1 and the port number is 1883. There is no username password, okay, it's not secure MQTT broker, so I will leave everything blank. Then after we will click on connect. We are successfully connected, and currently we don't have this base topic available, which is Modbus/data. Okay, now what we will do is we will start our project using this index.js file. So to run the project, what you have to do is you have to run one command. Let me show you that command, one moment. Okay, everything is now exist. We will run that command. So node index.js. okay, so you have to run this command to start your project. Once you hit enter, you will see few message here. Let's wait for a few seconds. Okay, here you can see attempting to connect to MQTT broker, connected to MQTT broker, okay, and connected to Modbus device on port number 502 and 1883. Now everything is ready, and here you can see we have the Modbus topic, and as per our configuration we have the base topic of Modbus, and inside the Modbus we have subtopic of data. Now let me expand. Okay, we have the data topic available, and if I expand here, then here you can see we have another topic for holding register and for input register. Okay, now here you can see based on the holding register value you will see the update here, and based on the input register value you will see the update here. Okay, now this is the row payload. Every tag has its own topic. Okay, so that's why we have set up the config file with the row payload, and it will read every data and it will populate or publish the data to our MQTT broker. Now let me close this file, because we want to try now with the JSON payload. So I have pressed Ctrl C in the command prompt and our file is shut down. Okay, now you can see there is no update on our MQTT broker because we are not running our JavaScript. So in our config file, what I'll do is I will press Ctrl Z, and here is the payload format JSON. I will save it. Okay, I will disconnect this. Okay, and I will run the file again. Here you can see our script is connected to MQTT broker and the Modbus device, and again I'm going to click on connect on my MQTT Explorer. Now here you can see what is our base topic, Modbus and then data, and same base topic available here, Modbus and then data. And then after we have total 4 topics: holding register, input register, coil status, and the discrete input status. We know that we haven't configured coil status and discrete input status, so for those 2 topics you can see we don't have any data here. Okay, we just have timestamp and device detail, that's it. And for holding register you can see HR012567, we have the data for those holding register, and for the input register you can see we have the data for IR0, IR1 and IR2. Okay, now let me show you the graph for the holding register. Holding register 0, 1, 2, 5, 6 and 7. Okay, for holding register 5 value is 0, so that's why there is no change in the graph. Let us update the value. So it's holding register 5, so let me change to 55. Okay, and here you can see the change. Okay, so this is how you can use JavaScript to publish your Modbus TCP device data to any MQTT broker. You can change the broker details here in the config file. Okay, if it is a HiveMQ broker or EMQX MQTT broker or any other MQTT broker running from the node RAID or running in the cloud, running in AWS, Azure, anywhere, you can pass those data here and you can update this entire project as per your requirement and as per your security. So I hope this is clear, and if you want to change the base topic, you can change it. If you want to add a few more register, you can add it. It's up to you. Okay, and it is also supporting non-consecutive address. So here you can see 0 to 2 and then 5 to 7. Okay, so it is not constant 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, it is like 0 to 2 and then I want to skip few register and then I want to again read few register and that I want to publish. Okay, and you can also combine multiple function code holding input, coil status and the discrete input. So I hope everything is clear that this code supports both JSON payload and the row payload, and it is capable for Modbus to MQTT conversion.